Ball again on Cards TV with head coach Sandy Pearsall. I'm Sean Mock. Thanks for joining us, Coach. Let's go back to Kentucky. I mean, we knew that the jet lag factor was in, the fatigue factor was in, the hot team, the ranked team, the injuries to your team, and throw it all out the window. You guys dominate, and Alicia Wolney again decides that she's going to play her best softball against the rival, and what a fun win for you guys.
Yeah, you know, they had so much energy that night. It was amazing, and they played unbelievable ball. I mean, you can't take anything away from Kentucky. They hit the ball very solidly early on in the game. Kristen Austin made unbelievable catches out there, slide catches, diving catches, certainly cost them a lot of runs. And, you know, Alicia Wolney, you're right.
Yeah.
Loved her. She gets this rivalry and she gets so pumped up, and of course she gets up her first at bat and just gets a line drive right over the fence, and I think that really shocked UK and their number one pitcher.
Yeah, and we can't leave out Tori Collins because Tori was at her best, I think.
Yeah, well, you know, I saw her earlier that morning, and she said, I'm ready for this game, and I know she was excited. She really wanted to throw a great game, and she certainly did.
So that's the good news about Tori. The bad news is she's on the shelf for a little bit, and you guys have to go into a weekend against Villanova without her, which puts a lot on the shoulders of Carolisa. But you know what? You take 2 out of 3 from the Wildcats, and your team defensively really not at their best, but offensively it seemed like they started to pick things up, and a 3-in-1 week isn't a bad way to go.
No, the first game out, I think we were a little bit shocked about everything. I think there was a little bit of pressure on my offense to have to score a lot of runs, our defense to play very cleanly, and I think there was a lot of pressure. Carolisa even felt a lot of pressure, obviously having to throw a lot of games. She's never had to do this since coming to college, so it was kind of new for her too, but luckily we got on track. We started hitting the ball well, and yes, on Sunday we were not very good defensively, but we hit the ball well enough to overcome that. And
it seemed like your team was capable of making answers when the other team would step out. I think Villanova had a 4-run third or fourth inning. You came back with 5 of your own, and this is a team that all year has had different people at different times step up. I know some of your stars really did not have a very good week, but you still went 3-1.
Yeah, we had some great help from, you know, a lot of players that haven't always been as consistent. We're a little bit like that. Seems like one side picks up the other side, so, you know, luckily that's worked pretty well for us almost all the time. There's been a few breakdowns, but you know what really I guess is exciting to me right now about it is just Carolisa. I mean, the fact that she came out that Sunday and arguably was tired and still was able to throw a very decent game. I mean, you know, yes, she gave up one big hit, but all in all, she threw very, very well for us on Sunday. So, you know, my hat's really off to her because she's been put in a really tough position.
I think statistically, I think the team had 5 errors behind her, but she did not give up an earned run in a 12-5 victory. So she pitched very well, and now you guys focus on a challenging week. It's a midweek meeting with DePaul as a non-conference opponent, and a trip to Chicago that's Wednesday, and then back home Seton Hall. And I guess the good news is coming off of a road trip Wednesday, you guys will be back at Ulmer Stadium.
Yes, and so that is a nice thing, and obviously DePaul is a very good program. They play very well at home. They utilize a lot of speed. We're going to have to be very good defensively. We know Carolisa's going to get hit at times. You know, hopefully she'll get some strikeouts for us. But, you know, the key is that we're going to have to play great defense, I think, and then swing the bats like we have and like we're capable of. And if I could get everybody to hit pretty much together, I would feel really good about it. But, you know, we're just going to have to scrape out those runs up there because that is a good team and they're a good defensive team.
And you talked about speed. I felt bad I didn't mention over the weekend. It seemed like every time I looked at a box score, Jennifer Esteban was finding ways to not just get on base, but she's getting extra base hits and really causing trouble for the other team.
Jen was on fire this weekend. She had a great weekend, really phenomenal weekend. And she's had a couple of kind of down weekends, so it was really good to see her back in it again. And we need her on base because she is our speed. She is a very good base runner. She can make things happen. We can score easily with her. You know, you get her to second base and we're going to score runs. So, yeah, I was real excited to see her have a good weekend.
Well, good luck. Safe travel to the Windy City and back, and we'll look forward to having you back in Louisville against Seton Hall.
All righty, thank you.
For Sandy Pearsall, I'm Sean Moth. Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you at the ballpark this weekend, and then we will see you again here next week right here on Cards TV.